Okay, hey guys, how's it going? In today's episode, I'm just going to show you guys how to do something really nice, quick, and simple. That's how to do an oil change. And you don't need that many things for it. You need a 17mm socket wrench, 5.8 quarts of oil, a oil drain thingy to put the old oil in so you can recycle it later, an oil filter, and a oil drain plug seal ring, which is like a washer of sorts. It's like a 32mm diameter one. They're really cheap, so in any case, the first thing you're going to need to do is, with any oil change, start the car, let the engine warm up the oil so it becomes more fluid. Now, my car is jacked up on all four corners, so in this case, I just have to make sure that there's nothing underneath the rear wheels so that when I do start the car, if it's in gear, which it isn't, thankfully, it won't, well, jerk off the stands into that. So, let me just jump in here. I've actually never started this car on jack stands before, so here we go. Huh? Okay. That's awkward. Okay, jumping the battery it is. Oh. Put that down. Okay, ready. Haha! Take that. Okay, so car's off. It's been running for about 5 minutes. Turned it off. So, now I'm going to show you how to drain the oil. Here's my drain pan. That's what it's called, drain pan. Don't know how long it took me to remember that. I don't know if I already have oil in here, but it shouldn't be that much. So, let me get a flashlight. Look at this. Super bright, right? Cool. So, let me grab the socket wrench. Remember, 17mm socket wrench. Now, the drain plug is located on the passenger side, right there. Right side of the car, right there. Just kind of pointing out right there. So, all you need to do is take your drain pan, pop this bad boy open, and ow, elbow, hit it on the lug nut. Ow. Writhing in pain. Okay, so as I was saying, just need to position this directly, not directly underneath. Funny story about this. This is the first car I've ever done an oil change on, and the first oil change I've ever done, actually. So, I had that positioned right underneath the drain plug, but of course it shot out a lot further and onto my hand. So, I'll let you imagine how wonderful it feels to have burning hot oil spray on your hand. So, now that that's right there, you take your 17mm right here. And this time I'm going to do it right without spilling oil on myself or the garage floor. Just get this. Yeah, it's not loosening. Okay. I can use one-handed now. Okay, embarrassingly, I'm just going to... This socket wrench is a little bit bigger than the first one I used. So... Is that not 17? Oh, that's weird. It should be a 7. Oh, is that 13? Ah, frack. Well, that's peculiar. It's a 15 on mine. That's weird. Shouldn't be, but it is. So, 17 or 15mm, one of the two. Mine's 15. Yours might be 17. So, I'm just going to try to position this. Where's my phone, actually? I'll just use that as a flashlight. Okay. In a minute now, just like the coolant and the oil, this will start flowing right out. Now, nailed it this time. Nailed it. So the next stage after this is we're going to remove the oil filter. And
this is one of my very few complaints with this car, as I will show you in a second.
So on the topic of oil filters, if you're wondering where it is, it's right here. This thing. It's mounted upside down. So what I mean is that when I take this off, the oil is going to come dripping out of the filter onto the engine, or actually onto the power steering pump right here, unless I put something underneath it this time, for once, to try to prevent that. So here's a dirty old t-shirt. The other pain in the butt that I had the first time doing this is that it's kind of hard to pull that thing off. It's really, really, really freaking tight, and it shouldn't be really freaking tight. This should, well, mine should be hand tight, so I should just be able to, well, like that, and then just unscrew it. You can hear the oil leaking. See what I mean? Frustrating, this. Now, as long as it's not dripping onto the paint. Yes. Okay, there's our old filter. Mal brand. Recommend a Mal or a Wix filter, personally. Local auto parts stores will have Wix. Usually a European shop or a European specific store, some kind online or in person, will have those kind of filters. So here's my new filter. Matches. It's got this. This is actually a really easy fix, so I'll put this on really quickly. Now, before you put the new filter back in place, you're going to want to put a little bit of oil, just a smidge, on the O-ring, or like the little seal right here. So just take a little bit of oil from your thing, just slightly do this so it stays lubricated and sealed. So just a little bit of that will do. Now I'll just wipe my hand really quickly. New filter, which is still leaking a bit. And we'll just do the exact opposite of what I just did. So just put this on here. There we go. And in my opinion, you don't need to, like with most things, you don't need to have the super tight, just hand tight. Like that, that'll do. And I'll wipe off the excess oil off my cam tower. Gonna have to actually clean that up later though. Like actually up. Okay, so now that that filter is in place, what we're gonna do is we're gonna head back down underneath. We're gonna put the drain plug back in with a new seal, if you have one. You should. And then we just refill the engine with oil. You don't need to have this too tight, like I said, just tight enough. There you go. Also remember that I mentioned in one of my K-logs that unlike the 911, which is a dry sump system, which doesn't allow you to check the oil pressure until the engine's fully warmed up, the 944 is a wet sump system. So once I fill this up with oil, I'll be able to get a reading quite immediately. And that's all there is to doing an oil change. Now you just need to do is, all you need to do is just check the dipstick, see your oil level is at the optimum level, and then just go out and drive. Unfortunately, I can't go out and drive yet because I still have to put the wheels back on. So, yeah, thanks for watching, and like and subscribe if you want to see more of this kind of stuff. Take care, everyone, and enjoy your YouTubing. Yes.